My name is Sarake, and this is my final video for final progress check. My name is Sarake, and I'm in Wd6 Portfolio 6 class. Well, let me summarize the class so far. For this class, we had to take a a previous portfolio class project. In my case, I grabbed Portfolio 4, which is a simple front-end website. As you can see here, we have an index where all the HTML is, sections, div, UL. The only thing is that for this class we had to use Bootstrap. So if we go here, I had to use Bootstrap to get at least a little bit like familiar with it and like touch it, because well, nowadays Bootstrap is used a lot and widely for a lot of industries. So if we go here and we actually see the website, it's just a simple restaurant website. You can see it's responsive. Where like you have our menu, you have the in context. You have our menu. Then if you click here in catering, you can do the catering. All in all, for the website, go back to here. So the chef of the website, the description, and a quick contact us page, so on and so forth. So for this one, I had to create this this project and make it a and make it a whole a revamp. So basically turn this into a server side. So for the server side part of it, I basically, let me show you. So basically what I did is, let me close this and this and this and this and this. So I have the whole structure of a server side, or the revamped version of that project. With, if you can see here, I have my models, I have my controllers, I have my views, and I have my app. I'm using Node and Express for the whole functionalities, and for templating, or for the templates, or for the views, I'm using Pug. If you can see here, my views, I'm using Pug. And for the server side, I'm using MySQL. So go here to Postgres. I'm using Connect. It's connected here. You can see here my French restaurant database. Oh, sorry. Terminate. So here to localhost. You can see here my French restaurant. This can go down. We have users. So far, I just got one user, and you have reservations. So reservations I made so far. Now let's launch the application. Npm run dev. We're running on server port 3210. So we go here to localhost 3210, and here we are, the website. So we have a responsive website where you can log in or create accounts, you can create reservations. If we go all the way down, complete website. Obviously, I took out the functionalities here because I was focusing on what I'm going to discuss next. For this class, we had to select. Oh, well, let me put them side by side so that we can compare. Alright. So here, see, I got rid of these white spaces. Now the website is the whole screen. Fairly responsive. If we go here, okay, now the UX flowchart to explain what I was talking about, the user stories. So for this portfolio class, we had to create 2 user stories where we're gonna work throughout the 2 last weeks of the class. So basically, for me, was like, well, you start the application, you land on the landing page, you have a login page. Well, you have the option to log in. Then if the login is correct, then easy, you just get into your account, you can see details and stuff. But my main focus was the ability to give the user the possibility to create an account and log in. So you can create an account here, or you can log in with in this case, because I couldn't get my developer accounts for Facebook or Twitter, I'm using GitHub. So basically, if you don't log in with any other social servers or any other servers that can validate for you being that specific user, then you can create an account, and then you're saving the database, and then you easily can use that same account to log in. And that's my first user story, just the whole login, create account functionality. My second user story was to make a simple reservation, which basically is at the beginning I was trying to separate the user and people who had an account and people who hasn't, but at the end of the day they both work the same. So you get all your information, and then it's gonna validate in the database if that time and day that you choose is already like busy. So based on that, it's gonna it's gonna tell you like, oh well, you can make a reservation or not, and then it will tell you a confirmation about that. So here, server-side demos updates. Well, so far I've got all the functionalities working, but I'm not giving back feedback. So if you go here, let me see if I still have my account. Go here, log in. I can log in. I'm logged in, so you can see here I can log out. You can see my profile, but I don't have a page yet. If we go here again, we can log out. Reservations, well, because I'm logged in, reservations is gonna be login is gonna be a different URL. I haven't created that one. I was more worried about creating the whole functionality, because if we go here and we go to the app and we go to routes and public, I was working with the whole logic on how to make the user log in, like grab the password and all that, right? So the thing is that the password has to be bit crypted when you create a user. So if you see here, it's gonna grab both passwords. When you're creating a user, it's gonna ask you for first, last name, email, phone number, and then a password and a confirmed password. And then obviously it's gonna check if the confirmed password is not the same as the password. Then it's gonna tell you like, hey, passwords don't match, please try again. If they do, they're gonna grab the password that you just sorry, they're gonna grab your password that you just created, this next one, and it's gonna be crypted. So it's gonna hash it, decrypt, look, whatnot, and then that password, we will never know what generated that exact password. And then it's gonna go and it's gonna save it into the user's database with everything. So you have password with pass. So when you log in, there's no way to like decrypt that. So you have to use another function called compare, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm comparing the password that we received when logging in and passing it and comparing it to the user account password. So we're gonna grab the user account that you just selected with email, user account. It's gonna go to the database. It's gonna select that user that had that same email. The email is unique, and it's match. Like it's gonna compare. If it's match, it's gonna be true. If it's not match, it's not. It's gonna be false. So if it's match, if it's not match, then it's gonna return an error. Like, oh, sorry, that password doesn't work. But if it's match, yes, it's gonna be true. So sorry, it's gonna be true. This is gonna be false. So basically, it's gonna just continue and make you log in. It's gonna save the session with a variable of login true, and then it's gonna keep the user ID. So in case I wanna grab information from the user, I can simply use this user ID to make requests to the database because I know I can just call that user ID. So yeah, so if we go here, back here, I'm logged in. Then for the logout function, basically every time you click logout, it's gonna look for a session, it's gonna destroy it, it's gonna clear the cookies in the browser, and it's just gonna redirect you to the main. Oh, redirected. So now we got that. One question: why is it just every time sending me back to? Oh, interesting. Okay. After that, I got you can create an account. So let's create an account. It's gonna be, I don't know, Manuel Perez. Email is gonna be manu at gmail.com. Phone number is gonna be 321-456-7788. Password is gonna be 123 ABC. 123 ABC. It's gonna create an account. Boop. Account created. Now the whole thing is that when you create an account, you don't receive any feedback and you don't know if the account is actually being created. However, if we go here to French restaurant, we go to users, you can see here that boop, Manuel Perez has just been added. You see the password, I use 123 ABC, and it's been decrypted. The phone number, the type of user is going to be user, Twitter, or GitHub. It's not because I'm not using any of those. It's going to be user. So if we go to login and the Manu at gmail.com, and then the password is 123. Oh, let's just write something wrong. Login. Well, error. Password does not match. Okay, so we have that going on. You can go back. You just write the right password. ABC. Log in. Boom. I'm logged in. That's great. They log out. Then we can create a reservation. Let's say, nice. Blah blah blah. Phone number is this one. A party size is gonna be this one. Good thing about this is I cannot select from previous dates. It doesn't allow me. I can select 31, and then I'm gonna make. But sadly, I don't have verified. Like we can create a for example, for today at 10 a.m. But 10 a.m. is already gone, so it's gonna allow you to do that. So it's 8 right now. So let's make a reservation for 9. Make reservation. Reservation is done. We don't receive any feedback. But if we go here to French restaurant, reservation, and we click refresh, boom, we got a new reservation on the 35th right here at 9 p.m. behind Sarake. Phone number, how many people? 5 people. There you go. So if we try to do the same again, doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. But if we choose the same date and the same 9 p.m., it's not gonna let me do anything. And if we go here, you can see, let me show you the logic real quick. If we try to make a reservation, create a reservation, that it already exists, where it's gonna be here, constant reservation. Reservation, find all, where date and time, okay, so where, let's say right now I'm choosing the 31st and the time 9 p.m. So it's gonna find all of them where the date and the time, the date is the 31st and the time is 9. So if it finds something, this is gonna be basically, this is gonna have something in it, which is gonna be true. We're gonna be checking if it's null or if it's null or not. So this is, if it's this nothing is true, then what's it called? This is gonna run, and this is just a console request body. I can change this for just a simple, what's it called? Date unavailable. Date unavailable. I don't know how to write unavailable. Unavailable. There you go. Unavailable. Date unavailable. And if we try to do it again, go back. Try to do it again. Make reservation. Boop. Date unavailable. Basically, just have to like transport this to the front end to show like, hey, yeah, you're gonna create that. If else, it's gonna basically create the whole reservation, and then it's just redirecting you to the front page, where I can just basically grab, let's say, the confirmation or the ID of this reservation, and just probably display it on the screen or make something with it. So that's all my application. I have to keep working on it because I have some small issues that has to be still tweaking and stuff. But for most part, this is all of it. And thank you very much. Oh wait, let me double check. Go update your, okay. Well, my time management. I try to manage my time as well as possible. Okay, what did I do? I think the best part of my application is the styling. I did a lot of work for that styling on Portfolio 4. So, well, I would like to, I don't know, probably do the full stack, incorporate React, or learn a little bit more, have more time to learn how to do the whole React full stack, because so far what I have here is just one folder that contains the front end and the back end of the application. But what I can do in the future is have a folder called API, which is the folder that is going to be communicating directly with the database, and then have another folder, which is in this case the React app, that is going to be communicating with the API to make calls to the database. So that will be something I want to work in the future, because that's the whole point of being a full stack developer. So that's it. Thank you very much, and goodbye.